Yeah, you don't have to work anything. We'll just discuss a set of questions and answers, and I'll share the images with you on WhatsApp. You can complete them later.
Ma'am, I forgot to tell you because I'm not in town tomorrow.
Okay, fine. Okay, we'll discuss that at the end of the class. Look at this question. Find the profit or loss percent in both the cases. If SP is $15,400 and the cost price is $13,450. Okay, both the cases meaning, see, these are the two questions. Okay, so this is the first one. So selling price is given here, and this is the cost price. Now, because the selling price, we see that the selling price is more than the cost price. The article is purchased for $13,450, but it's sold for more than that, $15,400. So because the selling price is more than the cost price, it's a profit. So how do you find the profit? SP minus CP. So selling price minus cost price, $1,950 is the profit. And the profit percentage is profit by CP into 100. Profit is 1950 divided by CP, 13450 into 100. So when you simplify this, you get 14.5%. In the second case, you see that the cost price is more than the selling price, or the selling price is less than the cost price. So it's a loss. You have purchased an article for $16,760, but you're selling it for less than that. You're selling it only for $15,400. So clearly it's a loss. Because the selling price is less than the cost price, it's a loss. So loss is CP minus SP. This is the loss. You have to find the profit or loss percent in both the cases. To find the profit or loss percent, you need to first find the profit or the loss. So find profit and then the profit percent, or find the loss and then the loss percent. So loss is this one, and loss percent is loss by CP into 100. So this is the loss divided by the CP into 100. So you need to cancel and reduce the numbers in the numerator and denominator, and the answer is 8.11%. This is a similar question. Similar question, find profit percent or loss percent. Yeah. So how do we find the cost price? The formula is cost price is equal to 100 by 100 plus profit percent into selling price. You can write into selling price here, or you can write it here also, into selling price like this. Or you can write it as 100 by 100 plus profit percent into selling price here like this. Both are the same. Okay. So CP is equal to 100 divided by 100 plus profit percent into SP, or CP is equal to 100 divided by 100 minus loss percent into SP. So how do you find the CP here? Which formula will you use? The first one or the second one?
The first one.
First one. So CP is equal to 100 by 100 plus profit percent into selling price. So 100 by 100 plus 20 into 2,400. 100 by 120 into 2,400. 0, 0, 12 ones are 12, 2s are 24, 0. So 2,000. Therefore, the cost prices, therefore, CP is equal to $2,000. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, in this question, the cost price of a wooden cupboard is $750. The cost price is $750, and the transportation charges to the warehouse. Warehouse is what we say a go down, where the articles are stored. Warehouses go down. So transportation charges to the warehouse is $15. The selling price is $800. Find the profit or loss percent. So let's write what is given. CP is given. CP is $750. But there's transportation charges. See, whatever you spend towards the article will all be included in the cost price. Now you buy an article. Now the article is in the shop. You need to, transport it to your house. So the transportation charges should be added to the cost price, because the transportation is, because you're spending it for the product, right? You purchase a product, you need to get it home. And for that, you have to incur this expenditure, which is called the transportation expenditure. So that should be added to the cost price. All other expenses which come, after buying a product should be included to the cost price. So the actual price of the cupboard, CP of the cupboard is $750. Transportation charges or cost of transportation. Transportation cost is equal to $15. Therefore, total CP of cupboard is equal to $765. 750 plus 15, $765. Now the selling price of the cupboard is equal to $800. So you see that the selling price is more than the cost price. Therefore, it is a profit. So how much is the profit? Profit is selling price minus cost price. So it is 800 minus 765, $35 is the profit. And the profit percentage is equal to profit by CP into 100. The profit is $35 divided by CP. You should not take this one. For all calculation purposes, you must take only this as a CP. This is no longer the CP. This is the CP of the cupboard, but the total cost price is 765. This only should be used for further calculation to be, substituted in the formula. This will not come anywhere. So 765 into 100. So on simplifying, you get 4.58%. Understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is new in this answer? When transportation cost is also called overhead charges or overhead expenditure. All overheads must be added to the cost price. All overheads should be added to the cost price. And you should find the total cost price or the actual cost price. And further, to substitute in the formula, you must use this value, not this one. Okay, this one you can do. See, you buy a chair for this money and you sell it for this money. So it is a profit or loss?
Loss, ma'am.
Yeah, you need to fill it. You need to fill in the blanks with profit or loss. So you buy for 564 and you sell it for 546. So it's a loss. What about the next one? Profit or loss?
Ma'am, profit.
Profit. How do we do the next one? Selling price is given and profit is given. How do you find the cost price? What's the formula? We saw here. Cost price is 100 by 100 plus profit percent into SP or 100 by 100 minus loss percent into SP. So here it is a profit. So the formula is cost price. You need to choose the cost of the bicycle. Choose the cost of the bicycle. So which is the cost price of the bicycle? So cost price is equal to 100 by 100 plus profit percent. So 100 plus 20, 120 into SP, 1050. Cancel 2, 5 times 2, 6, 3, 2, 3, 35 times. So 35 into 5. 35 into 5, 175. Oh, 30. I forgot to add a 0. Sorry. I forgot to add the 0, children. The 0. So 1750 divided by. So that means you can cancel still further. 2 ones are 2, 175 times. So 175 into 5. 875. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. Okay. See the next one. The selling price of some equipment is $440. And thereby the profit was 10%. Find the new profit or loss percent if 550 on transportation was also included later. So that is without the transportation charges, they had already calculated the profit. It was 10%. You should now find the new profit or loss percent if the transportation cost is 550. So now with the selling price and profit percent, you can find the cost price. With the selling price and the profit percent, you can find the cost price. Let's first find that. Only then you will know what to do next. Okay, this is the question. So selling price of the equipment. Selling price of the equipment is equal to $440. Profit is equal to 10%. With this information, you can find the CP. So CP of the equipment. CP of the equipment is equal to 100 by 100 plus profit percent into SP. 100 by 100 plus 10 into 440. 100 by 110 into 440. 1, 4. So $400. $400. So the cost price of the equipment is $400. Now, the actual cost price is equal to 400 plus the transportation charges plus 550. Or you can just write like this. Cost price is equal to $400. Transportation cost. I'll just write TC, okay, for transportation cost. Transportation cost is $550. So actual CP, actual cost price is $950. So now when you compare, CP is more than SP. Therefore, it is a loss. And how much is the loss? Loss is equal to CP minus SP. CP is 950, but it is sold for 440. It's given there. It's already sold. You cannot take it back from that person and sell it again for a new price. You've already sold it. But the thing is, when you calculated the profit percentage or the loss percentage, you forgot to include the transportation cost. So you thought you made a profit of 10%. But then you realize, oh my God, I didn't add the transportation cost. Then when you when you find the actual CP, you realize that, oh my God, the cost price is more than the selling price. So it's a loss. You've already sold it. So now that 440, you cannot take it back from the customer and ask him for a higher amount. So it's sold. Sold is sold. So it's a loss. And what is a loss? That loss is $510. And how do you find the loss percentage? Loss percentage is equal to loss by CP into 100. Loss by CP into 100. I'll just continue here. So that's equal to loss is 510 by CP. Where's the CP? 950 into 100. In the tables of 19, 17 you can cancel. Okay, or I'll cancel the 0 and 0. Then in the tables of 17 you will get 51. But 95, no. Okay, let's cancel this. 20 and 19. One second. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, children. So I think this cannot be simplified any further. So 51 into 20 divided by 19. 53.68%.
Okay, ma'am. Understood.
Okay. So given the selling price and the profit percentage, you can find the cost price. So find the cost price. It's $400. To the cost price, add the transportation cost. So the actual cost price is 950 rupees. But it is sold for 440. So it's a loss. And how much is the loss? CP minus SP, 950 minus 440, which is 510. So the loss percentage is loss by CP into 100. Loss is 510 by CP is 950 into 100. When you work that, you get 53.68%. All right. One second, children. Yeah, children, work this one. Complete the table. I'll just come back in 5 minutes. In this table, you can see the first row. You can see 3 questions here, A, B, and C. In A, the cost price of the cooktop is given to you. The selling price is given to you. The item is a cooktop. Cost price 675, selling price 815. You need to find the profit or loss percent. In B, CP of a mountain bike is given to you and the profit percentage is given to you. You need to find the selling price. And the third one, selling price is given and the loss percent is given for an Xbox. You need to find the CP. Okay, the selling price formula I haven't given you. I'll give you now. So to find selling price, the formula is SP is equal to 100 plus profit percent by 100 into CP. If it is a profit, if it's a loss, SP is equal to 100 minus loss percent by 100 into CP. I'll write the other formula also so that it's useful for you to complete this answer. CP is, this is to find SP. To find SP. To find CP, we've already seen the formula. To find CP, 100 by 100 plus profit percent into SP or 100 by 100 minus loss percent into SP. Yeah, please complete this table. I'll just get back in some time. Yeah, what's the answer for the first one?
Ma'am, 22.4%.
Okay, let me check. $140, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Got this?
Yes, miss. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, what's the final answer you said?
Yes, ma'am. I got the 22.4%.
No.
I think so. I did the calculation mistake there.
Did you get 560 by 27?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so my calculator says 560 by 27 is roughly 20.74%.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. In B, cost price of bike is 2140 and profit percent 12%. So what's the formula to find the selling price?
100 plus profit percent into CP by 100.
Correct. What's answer?
Ma'am, I got it wrong, but I got the answer 6,848.
Okay. Am I correct? Hundred plus 12 by 100 into 2140. 112 by 100 into 2140. You can cancel the zeros. And two fives are 256 times. So 56 into 214. Yeah. 11984 divided by 5. Yeah. 2396.8. Okay. Next one. 1245 is the selling price. 15% loss. What's the formula to find the cost price? Hundred by 100 minus loss percent into SP. 100 by 100 minus 15 into 1245. 100 by 85 into 1245. 5 17 times. 5 2s are 10, 2 remains, 5 4s are 20, 9s are. 17 is a prime number. We'll check if 249 is divisible by 17. No, it is not. So you have to multiply the numerators. So you'll get all right. You have to ask me if something is not clear.
Ma'am, I understood.
Okay. Yeah, read the question and tell me if you can do this by yourself. AB and Company sold a dishwasher for $690. So that's a selling price. Sold a dishwasher. Sold a dishwasher meaning selling price. Selling price of dishwasher. If it is bought a dishwasher, then it is cost price. Sold a dishwasher, selling price. So selling price of dishwasher, $690. Profit, 15%. We'll have to find the cost price. Can you do it? You just have to use the formula 100 by 100 plus profit percent into SP.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We'll just go through these questions. Vilma sold a video game console for $1525. That console had cost her, so she sold. So this is the selling price. Vilma sold Sold meaning this is the selling price. It costed her. Cost her meaning this is the cost price. Her overall profit or loss. What should come in the blank here? Her overall loss. Yeah, because cost price is more than the selling price. So it's a loss. Was how many dollars? 1655 minus 1525. So 031, $130. Okay, the next one. So these words are very important. These words sold, selling. So this is the selling price. Had cost her. So this is the cost price. So you see that the cost price is more than the selling price. So it's a loss. Loss, and the loss is 031, $130. Next one, Shelley purchased a house for $65,000. Additionally, she spent $4,000 on repair and $6,000 on plumbing. She then sold the house for $90,000. What was her profit or loss percent on the transaction? So, purchased a house, meaning this is the cost price of the house. And these are the overhead expenses. Overhead expenses. Okay. So, you should add that to the cost price. You should add that to the cost price. You was right? Cost price of the house is equal to $65,000. Then cost of repairs. Cost of repairs. Cost of repairs is equal to $4,000. And cost of plumbing. Cost of plumbing, $6,000. So the actual cost price or the total cost price, actual CP of the house is equal to $75,000. Now the selling price of the house. Selling price of the house is $90,000. Clearly, the selling price is more than the cost price, so it's a profit. SP is greater than the CP. Therefore, it is a profit. And how much is the profit? SP minus CP, 90,000 minus 75,000. $15,000. So the profit percentage will be profit by CP into 100, which is 15,000, 15,000 by CP. This is the cost price. This one, the total cost price, the actual cost price. After adding the overhead expenses, should take that 75,000 into 100. 3 zeros, 3 zeros. 15 ones are 15 fives are. 5 ones are 5, 20 times. 20%. So the profit percentage is 20%. Yeah, we'll do this one together. Tell me. Steve sold, selling price, sold, selling price, sold 10 old sacks of wheat. What we say, muta, arsi muta. Okay. So like this is a bag of wheat. Steve sold 10 old sacks of wheat. So 10 wheat bags he sells at a loss of 20% for $24 each. One bag of wheat is $24. So 10 bags of wheat is 24 into 10, $240. He also sold 15 sacks of flour costing $30 each at a profit of 10%. So these are two different transactions. One transaction is selling wheat bags. The other transaction is selling flour, bags of flour, wheat flour, rice flour, mavu. So these are two different transactions. So he's made two different transactions. You will have to find his total profit or loss percent. Okay. Okay. So CP of one sack of wheat is how much? Tell me. CP of one sack of wheat is $24. Therefore, CP of, oh, sorry, not CP. I'm sorry, SP. I'm very sorry. Steve sold. Sold. Here also sold. Sorry. Okay. SP of one sack of wheat is equal to $24. So SP of 10 sacks of wheat, 10 sacks of wheat is equal to 24 into 10, $240. Loss percent is equal to 20%. So when you know the selling price and the loss percent, you can find the cost price. When you know the selling price and the loss percent, you can find the cost price. So how do you find the cost price? 100 by 100 minus loss percent into SP. So 100 by 100 minus 20 into 240. 100 by 80 into 240. So 80 ones are 83 times. So it is $300. $300 is the cost price of 10 sacks of wheat. Therefore, cost price of 10 sacks of wheat is equal to $300. Now come to the next transaction. The selling price of one sack of flour is $30. See here? He also sold selling price 15 sacks of flour costing $30 each at a profit of 10%. So SP, because sold, SP of one sack of flour, $30. SP of 15 sacks of flour is equal to 30 into 15, $450. It's a profit. In the second transaction, it's a profit. And the profit percentage is 10%. So when you know the selling price and the profit percent, you can find the cost price. 100 by 100 plus profit percent into SP. 100 by 100 plus 10 into 450. So 100 by 110 into 450. So therefore, CP of 15 sacks of flour is equal to 4,500 by $11.
Ma'am, I didn't understand.
Which part?
Ma'am, the second part.
Yeah, you specify, no, which place?
SP of 1 sack from that.
Yeah. Read.
SP of 1 sack of flour is $30.
Is it given in the question?
No, ma'am, from that I can't understand.
No. Yeah, correct. You read, you'll understand. Now, SP of 1 sack of flour, is it given in the question?
Yes, ma'am.
How much is it?
$30.
How much does he sell? How many sacks does he sell?
15 sacks.
15 sacks. See, it's given $30 each. Each meaning one sack is $30. He doesn't sell it for $30. He sells it for $30 each. One sack, one bag of flour is $30. How many bags does he sell? 15. So the selling price of 15 sacks of flour will be 30 into 15 for $50. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, what is given about the second transaction? What is the profit percentage? 10%. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. When you know the selling price and cost price, sorry, when you know the selling price and profit percentage, you can find the cost price. When you know selling price is $450. Profit is 10%. So when you know the selling price and profit percentage, you can find the cost price using the formula.
Okay, ma'am.
So I've substituted in the formula 100 by 100 plus 10 into 450. So you can see when we work, we get 4,500 by $11.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, now next you need to find the total CP and the total SP. Because the question is to find the total profit or loss on the transaction. So to find that, you need to find the total profit, sorry, total CP, total SP. So total CP is 300 plus 4,500 plus 11. Total CP is equal to 300 plus 4,500 by 11. What's the total SP? 240 plus 450.
எப்படி 690 வராம இருந்துச்சு ma'am?
Yeah.
Ma'am, I can't understand why we are adding the CP and SP.
Yeah, that is to find the total profit or loss in the whole transaction. Because there are two transactions here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, this person, Steve, is making two different transactions.
Yes.
So, yeah, if we have to find the total profit, that is total meaning the profit or loss on both the transactions together. So
Okay,
How do you find profit? To find profit or loss, you need CP and SP. Whether it is profit or loss, to find them, you need the cost price and the selling price. So we'll find the total cost price and the total selling price.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So the total selling price is 240 plus 450, which is 690. Now this one is, because you can't compare, no, 690 and this fraction, you don't know which is bigger. So we'll find what is 7,800 divided by 11. 709.09. So clearly the cost price is more than the selling price. Cost price is greater than the selling price. Therefore, it is a loss. How much is the loss? CP minus SP. CP is, always take the fraction. Don't take the decimal value, because if it is a exact decimal value, you can take it. This is an approximation. So for calculation purpose, don't take the decimal value. Take the fraction. CP is this one, minus 690. So on taking LCM, you get this is the loss. So now the loss percent is equal to loss divided by CP into 100. The loss is 210 by 11 divided by the CP is the total CP. CP is the total CP. That is 7800 by 11 into 100. So 210 by 11 into 11 by 7800 into 100. 11 cancels. 2 zeros, 2 zeros. And the tables of 3, 3, 7, 0. 3, 2 are 6, 1 remains. 3, 6 are 18. Then again 2, 35 times, 2, 13 times. So the answer is 35 by 13. Or 13 twos are 26. 9 by 13 percentage. The loss percent is 29 by 13 percentage. You have to go through this. I'll give you a similar question. You have to try it by yourself. Go through the work this answer once in your book. Only then you'll understand. Then you can ask me. If you don't understand, you can ask me. Or go through this. I'll give you another question to work. Go through this one from the beginning. There are two different transactions in the question. For the first transaction, see, the words are very important. Sold, meaning selling price. Bought, cost price. So first transaction, for 1 sack of wheat, see, it's given $24 each. So 24 into 10 is the selling price, because sold, so it's selling price. When you know the selling price and the loss percent, using the formula, you can find the cost price. Find that. For the second transaction, $30 each. So for 15 sacks, it will be 15 into 30, $450. That's the selling price, because he sold. So selling price, and the profit is 10%. When you have the selling price and the profit, you can find the cost price using the formula. Find it. Now the question is to find his total profit or loss percent. Total. So find the total selling price and the total cost price. 240 plus 450 is the total selling price. And 300 plus 4,500 by 11 is the total cost price. So that's what I've done here. 300 plus 4500 by 11. Then total selling price, which you see above, 240 plus 450, 690. Now you're not able to compare this fraction. Fraction is 7,800 by 11 and 690 you're not able to compare because you don't know which is bigger. So find the decimal value. When you divide, you get 709.09. So now you know the total CP is more than the SP. If CP is more, it's a loss. And to find the loss, it is CP minus SP. Don't take the decimal value. Always take the fraction.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. If it's a perfect decimal value, you can take the decimal value. For example, 11 by 2 is 5.5. Such decimal values you can take for further calculation. But when it is approximate, then use the fraction. Like this, find the loss. CP minus SP is a loss. And then loss percent. Loss by CP into 100. That's a formula. Loss is 210 by 11 divided by CP. Total CP, 7,800 by 11 into 100. Then that simplifies to 29 by 13%. Okay, I'll give you a question similar to this. Look at this one. A salesman sells vacuum cleaners that cost him rupees 420 each. A salesman sells vacuum cleaners that cost him, so that's a cost price, cost him $420 each. He sold 2 vacuum cleaners, earning a profit of 10% and 15% from the 2 sales. So he sold, see, there's a person who sells vacuum cleaners. He sold 2 of them. One, he sells it for a profit of 10%. Another, he sells it for a profit of 15%. You must find the overall profit and profit percent from both the transactions. Here, they have not told loss because it's not a loss, no, because he's selling both at a profit. So there is no question of loss here. That's why the question is find this overall profit and profit percent on both the transactions. Yeah, do this one. Okay, maybe next class I'll give you questions based on today's session so that you're more confident to take the test. We'll do this together. Now, what is the CP of a vacuum cleaner?
$420.
Yeah, CP of one vacuum. I'll just write VC, okay, vacuum cleaner. CP of one vacuum cleaner, $420. Then in the first case, profit percent is 10%. Now, case two, CP of one vacuum cleaner, same thing, $420. Why CP? Why not SP? Because that cost him cost price. A salesman sells, okay, he sells vacuum cleaners that cost him rupees 420, sorry, that cost him $420. So be very careful when you read. So it's a cost price. In the first case, profit percent is 10%. In the second case, profit percent is 15%. So here SP is equal to 100 plus profit percent by 100 into CP. Same thing here. SP is equal to 100 into profit percent by 100 into CP. So 100 plus 10 by 100 into 420 110 by 100 into 420. And cancel the 2 zeros on the numerator and denominator. So that is 420 42 into 11. 462. Therefore, selling price of the vacuum cleaner is $462. In the second case, 100 plus 15 by 100 into 420. 115 by 100 into 420. 523 times 5 twos are. Again, 2 ones are 221 times. So 23 into 21. $483. Next, what should you find? Now you know the CP and SP for both. Next, what? Let's find the total CP and total SP. So total CP 420 plus 420. Total SP 462 plus 483. So when you compare the total CP and total SP, the total SP is greater than the total CP. Therefore, it is a profit. And what is a profit? Profit is equal to SP minus CP, 945 minus 840, $105. Now the profit percent. Profit percent is equal to profit by CP into 100, 105 by CP, the total CP, 840 into 100, 0, 0, 2, 5 times, 2, 42 times. Then in the tables of 3, 3, 14 times, 3, 35 times, 7, 2s are, 7, 5s are. So it's 5 5s are 25 by 2, which is 12.5 or 12.5%. Go through the answer. Is it better now? Is your understanding better now?
Yes, ma'am.
Just 1 second. Yeah, thank you, children.
Ma'am, can we leave or
Sorry?
should we leave?
No, I'm asking you, is it clear?
Oh, yes, ma'am, it's clear. Your voice broke that.
Okay. Now I'll give you a question similar to this. Work this and then, or maybe you can. Okay, fine. We'll see the answer in the next class. All right. I'll just take down the question. I'll write it for you. Work this and we'll see the answer in the next class. Okay. This question, which I'm going to write now. Yeah, look at this question. A farmer bought a buffalo for rupees 44,000 and a cow for rupees 18,000. Bought, that's very important. He bought a buffalo, cost price of the buffalo, and he bought a cow, cost price of the cow. If the question was a farmer sold a buffalo, then selling price is 44,000. Sold a cow, selling price is 18,000. Okay, so you know the cost price of the buffalo and the cost price of the cow. He sold the buffalo at a loss of 5%. So for buffalo, loss 5%. For cow, profit 10%. So using the cost price for buffalo, using the cost price and the loss percent, you should find the selling price. And for the cow also, using the cost price and the profit percent, you must find the selling price using the formula. Then add the two cost prices to find the total cost price. Add the two selling prices to find the total selling price. Compare, see which is greater. Then decide if it's a profit or loss and hence find it. Is it easy now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, I'll share this question on WhatsApp later if you have not written. All right, children. And the other images which I shared on WhatsApp, keep those answers also ready. We'll discuss the answers tomorrow. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. You may leave the call. Tomorrow also will be an online session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm going out tomorrow, so I won't be able to attend the class.